knots. I don't know what knot the line goes through, but then when it's cinched down, look at that, perfect.
Setting the hook with Jose.
What's up, family? It's Jose and welcome to Setting the Hook. Today we're going to talk about a question that's asked a lot. I mean, it's asked a lot online. People ask me personally. People post it in Facebook groups. And it's knots. Knots. I don't know what knot, this knot, what knots y'all use. So I'm just going to go ahead and demonstrate my top 3 knots. But before I get started, guess what I want y'all to do? I want y'all to hit that like and that subscribe down below. Leave me a comment. Let me know what's going on. Hit that bell notification so you can get notifications whenever KastKing puts out videos. And you know that we put out a lot of great videos, product reviews, how-tos, product announcements, tips from our pros, all kinds of crazy stuff. Great content. Hit that like, subscribe, and that bell down below. Now let's go ahead and get started. First, I want to talk about maybe the first knot that I really got comfortable with as a child. It's something my dad taught me, and it works great for anything besides braid, and that is just the improved clinch. So we're gonna just demonstrate this being your line tie. The line goes through, and you just wrap it around that original line. I'm gonna simulate going over 7 times, but we'll just tie it just like that. It goes through the loop, and then this other loop that you've created over here goes back through that. Now you want to go through 6 or 7 times. Like I said, I want to simulate that because I'm using 550 cord and not. But then when it's cinched down, look at that, perfect. That's only 3 times. Remember, like I said, you want to go around 6 times. Now, the next knot. This knot I use 90% of the time because honestly, I don't throw 100% fluorocarbon much because all the waters that I fish around here are pretty nasty stuff. It's pretty mucky. One lake I go to, it looks like chocolate milk. I mean, it's gross. So 100% fluorocarbon isn't something that I use a lot. But for braid, co-poly, all that other kind of stuff, that is the Palomar knot. And the beauty about the Palomar knot, the main difference between the Palomar knot and the improved clinch is the way it goes through the hole. So it goes through here. So now you have 2 strands going through the hole. All right, 2 strands, and that's a huge difference when it really counts, when there's money on the line, things of that nature. But anyways, this is how you start it. You just take a bent loop and it goes through just like that. From here, you're gonna tie kind of like an overhand knot, and that goes down. And then the rest, that knot that you've created goes down through there. And you're gonna cinch it down onto the loop. Now, I'm not licking it on these, but you do want to lick the heck out of these knots to make sure that your line isn't burning and you don't leave any burn marks. What? There it is, Palomar knot. So again, if you want to demonstrate how to do that again, all you have to do is make a little loop like that, put it through the eyelid, tie a small single overhand knot, just like that. And then this part's gonna go up underneath or through your bait. And then this just goes back through. A little difficult when using 550 cord, but there it is, nice and tight. See that? All right, now this third knot is a little bit more difficult, a little bit more advanced. situations where I would use this knot. I usually use it on if I'm using a larger whopper plopper, you know, the 90s and the 110s are, I just do regular Palomar, but if you're going up to a 130 or even bigger, then it's hard to tie a Palomar knot around that entire gigantic thing. If I'm using a large swim bait, this is what I'm using. If I'm using fluorocarbon or if I'm using braid on a full-size jig, 1/2 ounce, 3/4 ounce, and I know that there's big fish in the area, well then I'm using a San Diego double jam knot. So what is a San Diego double jam knot? It starts off similar to the Palomar. So you make the little loop, put it through the eyelid, and here. Now, this part, you're gonna wrap this around that main line and your tag end. You're gonna wrap this around 6 times. Now, I'm gonna simulate the 6 times because it's difficult with 550 cord. Now this original loop, see how it's got the double in there? That is super strong. So that goes down here, through that loop, and then back through that loop that you made, and then that cinches down. See how simple, smooth, simple that there's. So if this is your main line, now you have 3 tag ends, and they should be facing you. So when I tied this, to tie this correctly, they should be facing you. Just like that. And so you'll cut these 3 tag ends and it'll look just like that. It's kind of a big, bulky knot, but it's for big baits, swim baits, large top waters, things of that nature. That's the knot you need to tie. So again, 3 knots, the only 3 knots I use are the Improved Clinch, Palomar, and San Diego double jam knot. Leave me a comment below if you like. If you want me to go more into detail on these knots, I can do that also. But I appreciate y'all watching, and that's it. Peace out.
Subscribe to the KastKing YouTube channel too. Learn new fishing tips and fishing hacks. Watch how-to fishing videos and fishing gear comparisons. See new KastKing fishing tackle reviews. Hear interviews with fishing personalities. Enjoy a constant flow of new content from the KastKing Pro team. Don't miss announcements about these topics. Subscribe now to youtube.com/KastKing. Click the subscribe button below.